Hi, this is Jane, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about Chaturanga, or yoga push-ups. And they're a great way to build strength in your arms and shoulders and core if they're done correctly. And so often in yoga, they are not done correctly. And it leads to some of the most common injuries in yoga, which are into the shoulders and rotator cuff muscles and the low back. So it's worth the time to be aware of which muscles you want to activate and to maintain proper alignment in your Chaturanga. It's worth noting those and keeping them in mind and practicing them in correct activation and alignment so that you can have a strong, injury-free, long practice. And a couple of things to keep in mind are the lower abdominal muscles. So instead of thinking, I want to squeeze my seat to tuck the hips, just think to yourself, I want to activate the lower deep core abdominal muscles, or mula bandha, as we call it in yoga. So say if someone's going to grab you right here below the belly button, you would tighten up those muscles, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to engage those deep core abdominal muscles. And just the act of doing that will create a scooping action and will draw your tailbone away from your low back, protecting your low back. So keeping that in mind. And then we want to think about the upper back between the shoulder blades. So two things to remind you to activate those muscles in the proper way for Chaturanga is, one, in cat, from cat and cow. So as you round the back out, you're drawing your shoulder blades away from one another. You're keeping length through the arms. You're keeping lifted up and out of the shoulders, so you're not letting your shoulders sink down around your ears and scrunching. Another way to think of it is, if I were to just hold my arms out to the side, have my palms out, that turns my shoulder blades into one another. If I turn my fingers, pinky fingers in, it opens up and spreads the shoulder blades apart, similar to what you do in cat. So this draws them together, and this brings them apart. And then I wanted to use the yoga blocks to also demonstrate proper and improper Chaturanga. So we're going to keep one here, and we're going to put it right behind our fingers. And I'm going to put this one about 5 centimeters behind my wrist. So I'm going to come up in a full plank, ready to do my Chaturanga, right? So ideally, I'm going to look forward. I want to lead with my chest and the fronts of my shoulders. Rock forward so that I'm shifting the weight a little bit farther forward so that my elbows and shoulders are a little bit farther forward of my wrist. And then as I start to lower down, I want to bring my shoulder, the front of my shoulder, to the top of that block, like so that my elbows are pretty much right above my wrist. So often what happens is nothing like that. Often what happens is we start to lower down, we don't roll forward, don't lead with the head and the chest, and we sink down into the shoulders. I'm already letting my shoulders scrunch around my ears. I'm settling into the rotator cuffs, and this kind of thing happens. So placing that block there lets you know just how much you're pushing that arm back and shouldn't be. You don't want the elbow to drop back. So once you try that, you can place both blocks right here. And the goal is we're gonna bring the front of our shoulders to the tops of these blocks. So if you're already thinking, okay, I'm already in high plank, and as soon as I start to lower down, it's already a struggle, right? So start in your high plank, lower the knees. Keep the knees back there, don't bring them forward. And I want you to look up, lead with the chest and shoulders, and try to bring the front of the shoulders on the tops of those blocks. Keeping the lower abdominal muscles activated, mula bandha. So we're gonna push up and lower back down. So just trying that from your knees is the safer way to practice it. until you feel strong enough that you can easily lower yourself down. Well, relatively easy, right? Lower yourself down while maintaining that proper alignment. So when you're learning your Chaturanga, don't worry about, at first, how low you can get down. Worry about proper alignment. So if it takes using these blocks to notice whether or not you're lowering like this and knocking the block over, or whether you're leading with the chest, bringing the shoulder forward to the top of that block, keeping the lower abdominals engaged so that the tailbone stays long, and lowering down. Pushing back up. Look forward, leading with the chest, leading with the shoulders, not dipping the hips. So once you've tried that a few times, maybe just try one or two in that full plank. So I'm keeping the lower abdominals engaged, so my tailbone is drawing long, protecting the low back. I'm gonna look forward, I'm gonna rock forward, I'm gonna lead with the front of my shoulders, landing right on those blocks. Then I'm gonna push up and back. So, being aware of activating the lower abdominals, keeping the shoulder blades spread apart, lengthening through the shoulders, leading through the chest, and don't worry about how low you're going. So that when you build up that strength and that proper alignment, you can successfully then rock forward, lower down, roll over the toes, up dog, and not like this. Ugh. Just doing it one time improperly, it doesn't feel good in my shoulders. Just doing it one time improperly doesn't feel great in my low back. And I don't have low back issues, but I can feel it just feels not good. So think about if you did that over and over and over and over. You don't want to do that. You want your shoulders to feel good, to feel strong, to be protected, and allow you to safely practice yoga for a long, long time.